me and my mom chat. And my mom and I later realized my father never told her about the cousin touching me. My father also never took my statement to the police. He claims it's because I told him not to, but wouldn't any child feel like that would make things worse in a room of screaming adults? WHEW. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you hearing my story. I was already dealing with depression and self-harm when this happened, so I got worse afterwards. Like hair so matted and smelly, it's easier to cut it out worse. Anyways, after that, our relationship was obvious fractured, and my family didn't see that they had failed me in any way. I'd make excuses not to come by or just didn't answer. I kept poor communication with my family for 2 years after that. I had seen my family once in 2018 and 2019. I had stopped talking to my aunt completely at some point, and only spoke to my father when I felt like it. I was so angry with him for so many things. I was proud when I made him cry over the phone once. Fast forward to now. The only reason I got back in touch with my father is because he had another child with a girlfriend I had met before he moved out of state without telling me. My sister is 3 to 4 years old. I've seen her whole life through pictures only. Partially because I'm broke off. Partially because I'd have night terrors of my family holding me down and forcing me to confront my molester asking me why I broke the family. I'd frequently have nightmares and it worsened my insomnia. I was, and still somewhat I am, genuinely afraid of being confined to a space around my father's family. The thought of being unable to escape or protect myself would be like a knife wound to the heart, because that's supposed to be my family. So my sister was the catalyst for me to try to forgive my father. And to his credit, there were some things he owned up to. We started talking more often. I tried being more honest about how I was let down in other ways, and thought that while our adult child-to-parent relationship was going to be awkward, I thought that things could be better with time. About 2 weeks ago from today, I called my father since we hadn't spoken since October, and I wanted to wish him a happy holiday. Maybe discuss my coming down there and staying at an Airbnb or something. Unbeknownst to me, he was at his sister's and simply handed the phone over to her without even a heads up. I was stunned and uncomfortable, but I kept the conversation light, respectful, and didn't want it to be a thing with my sister there. He gets her in the car, says goodbye to his sister, and hops in when I calmly tell him that I did not appreciate that at all.